Thoroughbred Action is presented by Hardacre Farm.
Hello again, everyone. Off and running on this Saturday edition of Thoroughbred Action here from Gulfstream Park. Happy Summit of Speed Day. It's going to be a good one. We have got a ton of racing to bring you. In fact, no fewer than 14 over the next half hour or so. 5 stakes in the mix. Settle in. We'll send it up to Pete Aiello for much more.
Summit of Speed Saturday begins with a fast main track and a firm turf course, although we did have some morning rain in South Florida today. More on that as we get going. The first race over the turf at about 7.5 furlongs. Claimers in for a price tag of $10,000. Scratch the 12 Joshua's comprise. Field of 11. The off-time favorites included the 5 Tale of Fancy and the 7 Our Cat Daddy.
Racing at Gulfstream. Starship Zorro off a step slow. From the center, King Hood blasts out to take the early lead. Toward the rail, Tale of Fancy moves to be second, and up on the outside, Fan Base away well. The veteran Fan Base will land second behind the leader, King Hood. On to be fourth is Our Cat Daddy, then Road Warrior Max and Tiger Paw. Settling in on the inside is Rizwan, ahead of Vegas and Island Therapy. 3 back to Unspoken Quality, and the trailer is Starship Zorro. Around the first turn they go, and loose up top, it's King Hood calling the shots with a length and a quarter to work with over Fan Base in second. Gutierrez has the first race favorite, Tale of Fancy, parked at the rail third from Our Cat Daddy in fourth. Then it's Tiger Paw on the outside of Road Warrior Max, 2.5 lengths clear of a mid-flight running Vegas. Toward the rail, that's Rizwan, 3 in front of Island Therapy, then Unspoken Quality, and still nothing from Starship Zorro. Inside half a mile from home as they move through the opening quarter in 24-4. King Hood carving the numbers with a length advantage. On the outside, Fan Base is second through a 48 3/2 mile. Tale of Fancy coming under urging, not responding. Our Cat Daddy is now third. From the back, Tiger Paw and Vegas begin to rally. They've drawn within 5 lengths of the lead. That's all for Road Warrior Max. Never involved was Unspoken Quality with Rizwan on his inside as they run to the top of the stretch. King Hood maintains control here. King Hood comes off the turn on top by 2. Fan Base is second. Vegas on the outside. Tiger Paw toward the rail. Our Cat Daddy between them. Final 1/8 of a mile. King Hood still finding. King Hood 2.5. Tiger Paw on the inside of Fan Base. Vegas on the outside as they come to the final 16th. King Hood almost home. King Hood by almost 2. It's King Hood gate to wire at 13-1. Tiger Paw second. Fan Base third. Then Vegas and Tale of Fancy at 133-3.
Number 6, King Hood, got the yearly lead and never relinquished command as he goes gate to wire to spring the upset to start the Saturday program under Leonel Reyes for trainer Kiko D'Angelo and Lady and Me stable. Second, number 10, Tiger Paw. Third was number 8, Fan Base. To the second race and the start of the yearly pick 4, maiden claimers at a 1-mile trip. They're in for $10,000. Field of 12, the favorite was the 12, Mr. Spike.
And they're off. Mr. Spike was away well from his outside gate from between horses. Rigo is moving up the challenge. Down at the inside, El Zeus won't be far away, and Coffee Buzz is closer than usual as they link up with the main course. Rigo has an early tussle with Mr. Spike up front, splitting horses War Agent, and now these 3 across the course. From fourth and Resistance Jack, down at his inside is Coffee Buzz, and at their inside, El Zeus. Dixie Mambo mid-flight for Montalvo, about 5 lengths off the lead. Then it's a gap of another 2 to America's Samard alongside El Commendatore. Gusty Wind is out wide with Ask the Air as they make their way to the half-mile point. El Emmanuel is far back. 24-1 for the opening quarter speed as they go to the half-mile point. Mr. Spike has the lead. Here's a mid-race move from Dixie Mambo. Dixie Mambo was fourth, now third, now second, and moving at the leader through a 47 2/2 mile. Mr. Spike has repelled challenges so far, but he has Dixie Mambo to deal with on the outside. From the back, America's Samard's got no place to go. Castillo trying to weave through with El Zeus getting started. Resistance Jack is up to third. Gusty Wind has made ground from fifth, so still many chances here clear as the outside horse Dixie Mambo struggles to collar Mr. Spike. Quarter of a mile to go. Running on from third, it's El Zeus. America's Samard has had a nightmarish run trying to get out. Now he's into the clear with 6 lengths to make up and 3/16 to do it. They run for the final furlong. On the inside, Mr. Spike. To the outside and Dixie Mambo. El Zeus coming late, and so is America's Samard on the stand side. 16th to go. America's Samard motors on the outside. America's Samard and Luis Castillo are going to be up in time. America's Samard going away. Mr. Spike appeared to salvage second, close for third, and 140 and 4.
A lot of traffic to overcome for number 2, America's Samard, but once he got in the clear, he really kicked on, and he gets the victory at 15-1 under Luis Castillo for Antonio Machado and LHM Racing Stable. Number 12, Mr. Spike second. Number 11, Dixie Mambo ran third. Time for a commercial break. The stakes action starts next, right after this.
Welcome to my playground. To my playground. To my playground. You wanna play nice, here we go. To my playground.
Back now for the third race of the afternoon, the start of the stakes action on Summit of Speed Day. This is the Azalea for 3-year-old fillies at 7 furlongs. Field of 6, the favorite was the 1, Alter Moon.
And they're off in the Azalea. Star Cloud away well. The favorite, Alter Moon, has speed, and moving up between horses is Writer's Almanac. These 3 are quick, and they race a length and a half better than Starship Bonita and Aurora Princess. The early trailer is Florida Fuego. Down the backstretch they go. Miguel Vasquez had to send the daughter of back clock Star Cloud hard to get the lead, and she has it now by a neck. From the inside, Writer's Almanac gives her no breather second. Meanwhile, the favorite, Alter Moon, has been guided to the 3 path to race off the flank of the leaders and begins to improve under Edgar Zayas behind a 22-second opening quarter. 2.5 lengths back to Starship Bonita, who gets a good tracking spot from 4th ahead of Florida Fuego, and Aurora Princess is last. Around the far turn they go, and there goes Alter Moon up to take the lead now. Star Cloud has to battle back second, 2.5 lengths clear of a rallying Starship Bonita third. Driven 4th is Florida Fuego around Writer's Almanac, and Aurora Princess is last. And now the leader is Alter Moon, and she goes for home. Alter Moon under confident handling from Edgar Zayas at the quarter pole, leads by 2. Star Cloud is still second. Starship Bonita set down for the drive to try to get a rally going. With 3/16 to go, it's still Alter Moon up front. Alter Moon clear by 4 and running powerfully. Star Cloud is trying to hold on to second with Starship Bonita, then Florida Fuego, but 3-5 and all the hype, well worth it, on Alter Moon. The daughter of alternation is the Azalea winner, wrapped up by 5. Star Cloud second, Starship Bonita third, Florida Fuego finished 4th.
Number 1, Alter Moon, had to answer a couple questions coming into today's Azalea Stakes. She answers them both with emphatic fashion. She could set off the pace, and the rail was not a problem. Edgar Zayas and the daughter of alternation, too good for him. She gets the job done as the odds-on favorite for trainer Jose Velez and JAL Racing. Second, 6, Star Cloud. Third, 5, Starship Bonita. To the 4th race now, the Bob Humphrey Turf Sprint at 5 furlongs over the turf. Stakes event here for $75,000 in guaranteed purse money. Scratch the 4, 9, and 10. All the eyes on number 8, Pay Any Price.
Racing in the Bob Humphrey Turf Sprint. Good start on the outside for Pay Any Price, who's heading off for the early lead, moving up toward the rail. That's High Hours up to be second. In between horses, Apache Brave is now third. Focus on Me is back to 4th. The 3 at the back are Diddley, Moonwalker, and Silver Wings Revan. Past the half mile and moving to the far turn, Pay Any Price is fleet-footed up front and leads the way by 2. Apache Brave is now second. Toward the inside, High Hours is third. Moonwalker is on from 4th, 3 wide, and Silver Wings Revan, then Diddley, and Focus on Me. Around the far turn they go, and Pay Any Price starts to get serious. He's bumped the margin to 4. Apache Brave is now second. Toward the outside, Moonwalker is third. Back to 4th and inside is High Hours, and they're at the top of the stretch. Zayas goes to the afterburners on the Jet, and the Jet, Pay Any Price, responds, leads by 5. High Hours is second. Diddley with the rail run is coming on late. Less than 1/8 of a mile to go, and Pay Any Price is strong, and he's still clear. Pay Any Price by 3. Diddley cutting him down late, but Pay Any Price is home free. Pay Any Price for back-to-back Humphreys. Diddley closed good ground to get second ahead of High Hours in third in 58-1.
Number 8, Pay Any Price, makes it back-to-back Bob Humphrey Turf Sprints as he goes all the way under jockey head guard Zayas for trainer Ralph Zadie in the Matty's Racing Stable and the Black and White Express of Averill Racing. 3, Diddley closed a ton of ground to get second ahead of the 1, High Hours, who ran third. The 5th race of the afternoon was the Carryback Stakes. It's at 7 furlongs over the main track. 3-year-olds racing for $75,000. A field of 7. The favorite was the 1, War Giant.
And they're off in the carryback. War Giant away very well, but so was Sighted, and up on the outside, Silent Tiger has speed. Miguel Vasquez takes hold of Powerful Venezuela as the gray Phantom Row moves 4 wide. Noble Drama is second last under Luis Saez, and the long shot Grand King of Kings is last of all as War Giant gets the front. He leads the way a half a length. Gaffleon will apply some pace pressure with Sighted in the 2-path second. Silent Tiger is 3 wide third. Back to fourth and inside to Powerful Venezuela. Out wide is Phantom Row. 2.5 clear of Noble Drama, and the back marker remains Grand King of Kings. Past the half mile and moving to the far turn, War Giant leads the way 3 parts of a length. On the outside and sighted from second, Phantom Row. 3 wide and on a move from third. Powerful Venezuela whip riding from fourth, not getting much of a reply. Then Silent Tiger and Noble Drama with Grand King of Kings at the back. 5/16 to run. Armio and War Giant sharp so far. They lead by 2.5 and have the field stretched out a bit. Sighted ducks to the inside to try to make another run at him. Back to third and Phantom Row from the back, and Noble Drama 3/16 to go. It's War Giant off the turn with the lead. 2.5 lengths clear of Sighted second. Noble Drama charging hard on the outside, but time ticking away, and War Giant still well clear. 8-5 the number, and War Giant, a completely new racehorse. He's so good lately, and he'll win the carryback. He'll win it by 5 in the end. Noble Drama was second, ahead of Sighted in third, then Grand King of Kings in 122 and 4.
Just like number 1, Alter Moon, in today's third race, number 1, War Giant, had some questions to answer coming into this event. Could he handle the rail, and could he handle Stakes Company? The answer was yes, in emphatic fashion, as he goes gate to wire and proves he's just a different racehorse than his first 2 races. He's now won 3 in a row in impressive fashion under Misael Jaramillo for Oscar Gonzalez and owner Wilfredo Augusti Jr. To race 6 now on the start of a pick 3. Now this race came off the turf. We had some rain, and we took races 6 and 8 off the turf. This was run on the main track at 1:16. Starter allowance optional claiming event, $16,000 the price tag here. Scratch the 3, 9, and 10. A field of 7. The favorite was the 7, What Power.
And they're off. From the center, Powerline, right where he wants to be, on the engine early on. From Nona's Boy, who comes away in second. Bingo, Bango, Bongo, away well, he'll race third. Ducking to the inside is Barefoot Cove. What Power's a bit wide, ahead of Could Be, second last. And the early trailer is Bingo Kitten, as Chamafi's going to let Powerline roll. Powerline's open 6 on Nona's Boy, who races in second. He has some distance on third, running Bingo, Bango, Bongo. Barefoot Cove is next along the rail, and Could Be splits horses. Out wide is What Power, and then 5 to Bingo Kitten. Pace aplenty here through the opening quarter mile in 23 and 1. Powerline off to his lead to by 7 or 8 now. Nona's Boy is second, 4 lengths clear of Could Be, who's moved up inside of Bingo, Bango, Bongo, and he races from third now. Back to fifth and Barefoot Cove, then What Power, and still nothing from Bingo Kitten. They move past the half-mile mark, and with the advantage, it's Powerline. He's been strutting his stuff so far, but he still leads by better than 9 through the opening half-mile in 46 seconds flat. He's trying to win it right now, Powerline. Chamafi's been offensive-minded from the word go. He's inside 3 furlongs from home and 7 on top. Could Be starts to put his mind to business and take up the slack second. That's all for Nona's Boy. Passed by Bingo, Bango, Bongo. Bingo, Bango, Bongo is within 8 lengths of the lead, but he's 4 lengths behind Could Be, who's 3 lengths behind Powerline. As they run to the top of the stretch, Powerline strides are shortening. Could Be on a long grind from second. Back to third and Bingo, Bango, Bongo as they straighten for home. Powerline trying to get one more 16th of a mile. He still leads the way. Could Be takes a run at him. Bingo, Bango, Bongo on the outside for Panici. 3 chances as Could Be hits the front. Could Be to the first line is the winner. Close for second, Powerline or Bingo, Bango, Bongo in 1:45 and 3.
Number 8, Could Be, is just a very game racehorse. It doesn't matter what surface he's on, he always fires a big shot. Today he wins under jockey Nick Juarez, trainer Dave Fox, and owner Dave Fox and Don Roberts. Dave's done a great job with this son of Candy Ride. Could Be very consistent, and a race 6 winner. Second, number 10. Number 5, Bingo, Bango, Bongo. There's still some spring in those 10-year-old legs. Ahead of number 4, Powerline. He always has those enterprising tactics. He almost held on, but he had to settle for third. To the 7th race now on the start of the middle pick 4, maidens of the special weight variety. 2-year-olds go 5 furlongs. Field of 9, the favorite was the 3, Good Good.
They're off. Good start for Liam, let's go. But down toward the inside, Rayo, My King, is fired up to take the lead. Far outside, Nairobi comes away to race in third. Out of their fourth is Red Fog, then Nice for What. Out wide is Whitecap Bay, racing ahead of Good Good. The favorites drop better than 9 lengths off the lead here. On his outside is Eglin Escape and Vita Dolce at the back of the field as they round the far turn. Rayo, My King, and Sebastian Saez a big price and with the lead. On the outside, Nairobi is now second. Back to third, Liam, let's go. Needs to angle for racing room. 3 better than a running on Red Fog. It's a gap of another 4 to Good Good, who puts his mind to business outside of Nice for What, and they're at the top of the stretch. They went 22 and 2 for the opening quarter speed. There's 3/16 to go. It's Rayo, My King, who has the lead. Good Good charging hard on the outside. In between horses, Liam, let's go. Nice for What coming with Good Good. These 3 come to the wire. Rayo, My King, Good Good, Nice for What. Good Good is in time. Good Good won it. Nice for What second, Rayo, My King third.
Number 3, Good Good, needed every inch of the 5 furlong trip to get up for today's 7th race victory, but get up he did under jockey Tyler Gaffleone, the trainer Todd Pletcher, and the Calumet Farm. Calumet also bred the son of Quality Road. They favored a winner to start the middle pick 4. Second, 5, Nice for What, ahead of number 2, Rayo, My King, who ran third. Time for a commercial break. When we come back, we'll roll on with Summit of Speed Saturday, Race 8 and the Rainbow 6 coming up next.
And Go Zipper is pulling away. Go Zipper blows them away with an eye-opening performance. Awesome again has won. Go Zipper kicking clear. Judy the Beauty.
We're back now for the 8th race on the program. This race also came off the turf. We moved it to 7 furlongs over the main track. Claimers in for a $10,000 price tag. Scratch the 4, 5, 6, 9, 13, 14, 15, and 16. After all that, we still had 8 to the gate. Favorites were 2, Dependable Phil, and 12, Royalston.
And they're off. Level beginning. Bodie Dog being sent hard. Dependable Phil has speed. Royalston from the top shelf won't be far away. In between horses goes Ready with Honor. Then back at the inside, Salsa Cappuccino ahead of a improving Hardened, who's down toward the inside. The early trailer is Southern Cal. 3 across the course here in the run down the backstretch. Now to the top 2 in the betting are the top 2 on the course, with Dependable Phil holding the inside edge and a narrow lead. Royalston on the outside is second. These 2 work a length and a half better than Salsa Cappuccino third. Tracking stock is now between horses fourth and on the go for Camacho. Back to the outside goes Bodie Dog, then Hardened. Retreating is Ready with Honor, and Southern Cal's yet to be involved. Through a 22 and 3 opening quarter speed, they round the far turn. 3 furlongs left to run. With the advantage, it's Dependable Phil by a neck. Royalston on the outside is second. Tracking stock 3 wide while third. Salsa Cappuccino is a driven fourth, 6 lengths ahead of Bodie Dog as they run now to the top of the stretch. Quarter of a mile left to go. Dependable Phil asked to finish the job. He has the lead now by a widening 2. Royalston flat to the board, going to try to hold on to second. Tracking stock down toward the inside, back to fourth and Salsa Cappuccino. Dependable Phil still has work to do. Give Royalston credit. He's coming back on the outside. Here comes Royalston one more time. This time he's serious. Royalston at Dependable Phil. It's Royalston unwavering to get up. Dependable Phil was second, and Tracking Stock ran third.
Favorites run 1-2 in today's 8th race, with a game victory going to the 12, Royalston, who looked dead beat off the top of the turn but refused to yield, battling back for the score under jockey Luis Saez for trainer Armando de la Cerda and owners Armando de la Cerda Racing and Midwest Thoroughbreds. 2, Dependable Phil second. 8, Tracking Stock ran third. To the 9th race now, the start of the Rainbow 6. It had to go today, and they fired it in. Maiden Claimers at $25,000 the price tag. They went to the first finish line at 4.5 furlongs. Scratch the alternates 11 through 13, a field of 10, and this was the definition of a wide-open betting race.
And they're off. Great start for It's a Secret with Mrs. Cruz down toward the inside going right after the leader. Mrs. Cruz is now the leader from It's a Secret away second. Corn Off the Cob is now third on the outside in Bargain Air. Then 3 wide, our hand, 1 hand of Blackjack. 4 wide, Midtown Rose. Back to the team of Awesome Friday in Sunshine Bay. Then comes Paso a la Reina. All About Hay is at the back of the group as they round the far turn. Up front, Mrs. Cruz now has the challenges. Here's a big move from Midtown Rose. And Midtown Rose sweeping by under Abby Medina to take the lead. Back to third is It's a Secret. Back to fourth is Bargain Air. 3 back to the rail and Corn Off the Cob, and they're at the top of the stretch with the lead. It's Midtown Rose 2.5. Mrs. Cruz angles to the outside and tries to re-rally second toward the rail. That's Corn Off the Cob as they come to the first wire. Midtown Rose is clear. Late run for Mrs. Cruz one more time. Midtown Rose to win it. Second, Mrs. Cruz. Third was Corn Off the Cob in 52-1.
Number 9, Midtown Rose, sweeps by at the top of the stretch and gets the victory under jockey Abby Medina for trainer Safi Joseph Jr. and owner Damon Ming. It was a good try from number 1, Mrs. Cruz. She broke running, had the inside angled out, and gained ground again to get second in a nice try. We move now to the 10th race of the afternoon, the start of today's late pick 5. On the turf at 1 mile, maiden claimers in for $12,500. Scratch the 13, Elogio, a field of 12. This was a wide open betting race.
And they're off. Stumbling and unseating the rider was Iron Johnny. The 11 is out of the race. Spanish Dude begins well, so does Remsenberg toward the inside. It's Friend Zone with No Nino. Jaramillo's on his feet toward the starting gate as they head into that first turn. Again, the 11 stumbled and unseated the rider. So Remsenberg lands second behind Friend Zone, who emerges with the lead. Spanish Dude is 3 wide third. No Nino is parked at the rail, racing in fourth, a half a length better than Kyle's Boy, who's now fifth. 2 back to Hey Bub, who's mid-flight while racing about 5 lengths off the pace setter. Taking a stronghold toward the rail is Unbridled Coyote. Out 3 wide is King to Fright. Magnificent Promise works between them, and now trying to run on from between as well as Triple Sirius. At the back on the inside is Assertion, separated by 7 lengths in the run to the half-mile point. 23-3 for the opening quarter speed, and with the advantage, it's still Friend Zone by a neck. Up on the outside, Spanish Dude 3 wide around Remsenberg. Getting started 4 wide, here's King to Fright making a mid-race move. King to Fright is all the way up the challenge for the third spot as they round the far turn. Trying to get through on the inside is Unbridled Coyote as Remsenberg calls it a day. Running on from the back in an Assertion with the outsiders and moving up Mexican Lucky as they run to the top of the stretch. Friend Zone on the inside, Spanish Dude on the outside. These two shoulder to shoulder with a quarter of a mile left to go. 3 better than No Nino. He's back at the inside. They run for home. Spanish Dude let go on the outside to put a neck in front. Right back at him, Friend Zone from third. No Nino from fourth, and Unbridled Coyote. He's trying to spring a serious upset. Final 16th of a mile. Nino's now the one who's getting the lead. It's Nino and Miguel Vasquez to win it, and win it by a length in the end. I think Unbridled Coyote is second ahead of third Spanish Dude and fourth Friend Zone.
Tough luck if you like the 11 Iron Johnny, who was eliminated at the start of the race. The win goes to number 5, No Nino. That elusive diploma was given out today under jockey Miguel Vasquez for trainer Larry Pilati in the Monarch Stables. 1, Unbridled Coyote runs a huge race. He's 1 for the list. He was second. 9, Spanish Dude third. 2, Friend Zone set the pace and ended up fourth. On now to the 11th race on the program, the start of the late pick 4. Claimer sprints 6 furlongs in for a price tag of $6,250. Scratch the 6 and the 15. Leonel Reyes rides number 3, Lunch Break. As you would expect, with a full field, this was a wide open betting race.
And they're off. Level beginning. From the outside, Francesco Appeal fires to the top. He'll try to make that killer crossover from Journey's End away in the top flight. So is Wild Good. Up on the outside goes Big Awesome from between horses, Mr. Baker. Far outside, then moving closer, Jersey Street as Mr. Baker taps on the brakes. Dash of Dazzles at the rail. Then it's McFly and Potachan racing a half a length in front of Pair Tie. The 3 at the back, strong composition. Lunch Break, Wild Mongolia, and Woodburn. Around the far turn they go. 22-2 for the opening quarter speed, and Francesco Francesco Appeal indeed used his speed to cross over to the rail and lead Big Awesome a length and a half. Jersey Street is up to third and on the improve, then Wild Good. Mr. Baker, the old pro, starts to find some life, while fifth and about 4 lengths off the lead. 3 lengths back to Journey Zandu, set down, driving ahead of Pair Tie and Dash of Dazzle. Trying to run home from between is McFly, and they're at the top of the stretch. With the lead, it's Francesco Appeal by 2.5. Mr. Baker brings his care cards to the table, and he's charging hard on the outside. Francesco Appeal a length in front. Mr. Baker on the outside takes another run at him. Mr. Baker at Francesco Appeal. Francesco Appeal fighting on. Francesco Appeal wins. Mr. Baker with a great try second. They were well clear of Jersey Street third in 1:10 and 3.
Little deja vu all over again for fans of Larry Pilati, Miguel Vasquez, and the Monarch Stables. They won race 10. They come right back in the 11th race with number 12, Francesco Appeal, who was a gate-to-wire winner. Miguel Vasquez again on board. Monarch Stables and Larry Pilati, that team doubles up. Take nothing away from the 9-year-old pro, Mr. Baker. He fired today, but was second best, headed to 13 Jersey Street, who ran third. To the 12th race now, the co-feature race of the day, the Grade 2 Princess Rooney. $250,000 in guaranteed purse money at 7 furlongs and a win in your in race for the Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Sprint. A field of 8 signed on. The favorites were 1, Curlin's Approval, and 3, My Miss Tappet.
And they're off in the Princess Rooney. From the center, that's Rich Mommy, who begins well. Stormy Embrace has speed. And here's the Invader Treble moving to challenge on the far outside at Spanish Harlem. And Miss Locust Point from down toward the inside. So Vargas Jr. is going to use some speed to get inside position with Miss Locust Point as Garcia goes on with it with Stormy Embrace. Back to third is Treble. Back to fourth, Spanish Harlem. Then She Takes Heart and Curlin's Approval. Curlin's Approval is third last while starting to improve. The 2 back markers are Rich Mommy and My Miss Tappet as they go past the half-mile marker. The opening quarter was posted in 22 and 3. Not a fast tempo, and with the advantage, Stormy Embrace a length and a quarter. Now into second is Miss Locust Point while put into the 2 path to rally on. From the outside in Spanish Harlem, then comes Treble. Curlin's Approval will have to do better than that. She's tackled by My Miss Tappet, who's on a move while 4 wide. She Takes Heart calls it a day. Rich Mommy's never been involved with a quarter of a mile left to go. Stormy Embrace was left alone up front, and she bumps the margin to 4 off the top of the turn. Miss Locust Point had no response from the back in My Miss Tappet. 3/16 to go. Wilmer Garcia and Stormy Embrace for the Kathleen O'Connell barn in front by 5 with just an 1/8 of a mile to go. And she's turning in this into a runaway. The Princess Rooney to Stormy Embrace. Stormy Embrace with a powerhouse performance. She punches her ticket to the Breeders' Cup and wins by 5. Rich Mommy was up for second. My Miss Tappet third. Curlin's Approval disappoints fourth in 1:21 and 4.
In a word, wow. Number 7, Stormy Embrace, not only wins the Princess Rooney, she blows the doors off her competition, running up the score inside the final 3/16 under a strong ride from Wilmer Garcia. She got a soft opening quarter, but finished up full of run for Kathleen O'Connell and the owner and breeders, Matalona Thoroughbreds. Big win for local connections. Time for a commercial break. When we come back, the Smile Sprint. XY Jet has 7 rivals to beat. He'll do it right after this.
A passion for horses and a commitment to breed champions is the foundation of Hardacre Farm. Founded by Amy Tarrant, owner, breeder, and trainer, Hardacre Farm, based in Ocala, continues its tradition of success from the Breeders' Cup to Gulfstream Park. Hardacre Farm, from the breeding shed to the racetrack, in pursuit of producing the best.
Why July? A top-ranked yearling sale by percentage of Grade 1 winners, percentage of graded stakes winners, and percentage of 2-year-old winners sold. Now with even more selection and more sire power. Recent graduates include Grade 1 victor Dream Tree. Selected sales, superior results.
We find future Hat Creek stars at Phasig July. Where will you be?
The Phasig-Tipton July sale, July 10th in Lexington, Kentucky. Where will you be?
We're back now for today's 13th race, and there's a look at the heavy hitter in race 13, XY Jet, as he was the heavy favorite in the Smile Sprint. It was the first half of the late daily double. 6 furlongs the trip for $250,000. Miguel Vasquez on the 7, Sweet on the ladies. And again, the favorite was the 8, XY Jet.
And they're off in the Smile Sprint. Mr. Jordan was slowly away. XY Jet was quickly away, and he's established a clear advantage already. Jaramillo with the pedal to the metal on XY Jet, who drops over to the rail and leads by 2. Reason to Soar is second. Classic Rock is with him, and up on their outside races Mocash from 4th. Gap of 2 to Splash Rules, then Petrov. Mr. Jordan, who had a slow start, is second last toward the rail, and 2 lengths to the trailer. Sweet on the ladies. Past the half mile and moving to the far turn, the opening quarter was 22 seconds flat, well within the scope of the classy XY Jet, who leads by 3. Reason to Soar and Classic Rock second and third. 4 wide Splash Rules, 3 wide Mocash. 3 lengths back to Petrov, who's set down by David Cabrera. Sweet on the ladies on the outside. Mr. Jordan plummets to last, and XY Jet is still first. There's a quarter of a mile left to go, and Misael, Jaramillo, and XY Jet have the lead. Shifting ground was Reason to Soar to try to bridge the gap second. Sweet on the ladies is running home for a slice, but inside the final furlong, one of the best sprinters in the world is right here in Hallandale Beach, and he'll go gate to wire in the Smile Sprint. He's XY Jet, and he goes all the way. Reason to Soar second. Sweet on the ladies was third. Close for 4th. Petrov might have got up.
Well, if you came to see XY Jet put on a show, you leave a happy customer, as that's exactly what he does. He's just too fast and too good as he runs up the score inside the final 16th of a mile under Misael Jaramillo. Not sure XY Jet ever got out of second gear, but he was good enough to go all the way for Jorge Navarro and owners Rockingham Ranch and the Gulfstream Farm. We move now to the 14th and final race on the program. 14th race, a maiden claiming race at 6 furlongs. Claimers in for a price tag of $10,000. Scratch the 8, 14, and 16. Relu Gutierrez rides the 15, El Tar. And as has been the rule rather than the exception today, this is a wide open betting race.
And runners away. Good start inside for Rainstorm, who's heading off for the early lead. From the outside, that's Pure Style, who comes away with speed to take second. In between that pair is Subfactum, who's out of there third. Devilish Man is away racing in 4th, and moving up on his outside goes Katana's Edge. He's now into 4th. From mid-flight and racing 6 lengths off the lead is Alurstra, a length and a half better than High Mischief, who starts to lose a touch of ground. He's passed inside by Over Sensual, who gets underway. Out wide on the course is Osvaldo. Stretch of another 3 to Zeroma, racing ahead of Canaris. They're better than 10 lengths off the lead while needing to get moving. The rider's out of the irons on Talking Point. He's second last, and 3 better than El Tar, who's last as they run to the top of the stretch. Big sweeping move being made, and it's being made by Katana's Edge and Louis Castillo. They've swept by them all to lead the way, but Alurstra tries to run with him second. These two kicking away from the others. From the back and Over Sensual with 3/16 to go. Katana's Edge maintains the edge and leads 2.5. Alurstra second. Late run from Over Sensual on the outside. Katana's Edge is almost there. On the outside, it's Over Sensual. Katana's Edge, Over Sensual. Katana's Edge. He's 22 to 1. Up for second was Over Sensual. Third was Alurstra, and 111-1.
Number 12, Katana's Edge, sharp in victory in the career debut at better than 20 to 1. 22 to 1 to be exact, under jockey Luis Castillo, who has a rotting double on the program, and trainer Antonio Machado gets his second winner of the day. You might remember those connections. They won the second race today. Second, number 3, Over Sensual. Third was number 1, Alurstra. Only needed the top 3 in the Super High 5 for close to $2,000. Rainbow 6 with a mandatory return, almost $200,000, more than $195,000 for a 20-cent play.
A terrific 2018 edition of the Summit of Speed, and what an end to the spring meet here at Gulfstream Park. We begin anew, and congratulations to all the winners today, and I hope you scored out and did great in the Rainbow Six and all the multi-race bets and every bet that you placed, but we do it all again tomorrow, starting from scratch. That's right, the summer meet kicks off tomorrow, can you believe it, July 1st. Happy handicapping. We'll see you tomorrow here at Gulfstream Park.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired.